Yo, yo, it's ODB from OLP. This is issue 157 of Mini Truckin Magazine. We're kicking off a new year, January 2005. We have the red Toyota pickup with graphics. This was Jeff Strout's, the 13th Sever truck to be featured on the cover. Wes Allison's 54th credited Mini Truckin Magazine cover. The 18th cover with KMC wheels. I need your help. That's if issue 31, which was May 94, that's the hard body with the ground effects and the two females, the two ladies. Are those KMC wheels? I meant to ask you guys that many moons ago. It doesn't say in the feature, but if those are, this is the 18th cover with KMCs. If not, it's the 17th. So I gotta get that straight. Amanda Lee, the beautiful Amanda Lee, on the cover. You can see there Devious, Hack Chat, a couple of the decal stickers. With that being said, let's jump right in. If you like what we're doing, leave a comment, an emoji, a thumbs up, anything like that. It helps us out. So you get the MIC ad over here. Keep in mind, Mini Truck Hall of Fame's less than a week away for 2023. Rob Maggi for Master Image Customs is voted in. Shout out to Rob, former guest on OLP. Damn good issue. We're going to go through this one swift as possible. KRZ, you guys might remember them. They were really popping off during this era. The era of IF and KRZ and kind of the stock 4 body drops really kicking in. Now, on the cover, you see here 2004 Custom Truck Awards, who won. Lance mentions here the battle to be the best, and he mentions this is the third time they have asked those who write for the magazine in any capacity to help determine the trucks and shows and whatnot that are the best of the best. Keep in mind, if you're new here, we have went through every issue up until this point, so 156 issues. They're all in playlists for the most part, based upon year. Of course, the early years are bi-monthly or quarterly, so they're kind of combined. So if you want to go back and check them out. This is JJ Cummings' 87 Nissan Hardbody. Now, the cool thing is I became friends with JJ, not through Mini Trucks, but through Lincoln's. Went out to Northern California a couple years ago. He has a 64 Lincoln sedan airbagged, and he worked for Fender Bender Incorporated for some time, FBI. So, pretty cool. I remember him. We were talking about his feature. Very cool truck, something a little bit different. And he's a good dude. Him and his awesome lady. Shout out JJ if you happen to see this. Appreciate all the support, especially over on Lincoln Addict. But, of course, Mini Trucker at heart. There's Krusty Customs. If you guys recall, 20 years ago this month, I went to SEMA for the first time and was hanging out with some of those guys a little bit from Krusty Customs, Krusty's Customs, which I think they were in Texas. Okay, Heatwave 04. Always bringing the heat. I think this was the NC truck. I just saw this, popped in my head. Was this the one that had the tag that said Splat? Looked like the roll pans kind of ripped there a little bit, but it's kind of funny how things just pop in my head. There is that famous S10 looking dope. A lot of awesome S10s. Here's that Nissan Hardbody Frontier. Look at the crowds. You guys may notice the change, my desk. I had 2 desks in my office, and I recently got back down to 1 so I could set up some of the video game systems. It's a little too hot in the shop, so back down to 1 and check out that Hardbody shave body line. Thing looks doored on those Budniks though. But finally back down to 1 desk. Had this desk a long time. There's Ronnie from Flat Out doing the damn thing. Shout out to Ronnie. This is a special photo. There's Pops right there. Kool-Aid and Oliver. Rest in peace, Pops. and was always showing love. Good dude. Loved hanging out with him. Look at that award. That's that Texas Heatwave Award. Sick. But it's nice, kind of good contrast here with the background of the black desk, which I've had forever. I'll finish that story. And I had to make a decision on which desk I wanted to get rid of, and this was the one I needed to keep. So I got it moved around. Trying to get organized here. KRZ Customs, again, you see there, Xtreme air valves. That was when Kool-Aid and Jim were really hitting the pavement hard, sewing the valves. There's one of the chassis. You see IF Customs here, which was cool, even though IF and KRZ, you know, arguably did, you know, similar stock floor body drops. You know, it was, you know, they weren't too good to go, hey, we're not coming to your event. Because look, it's River plus Mini Truckers equals good times. And then look, I mean, you got the bikini contest or whatnot going down. And they got a lot of show coverage here. There's body drop. Definitely, if you see things here, chime in. Even if you give the video a thumbs up, when I always say give it another thumbs up, there's Art of Noise. Leave a comment. You know, if you're on your phone, leave an emoji, fire emoji, thumbs up emoji, rocket emoji. Many of you guys do that, and I appreciate that. Again, a platform we didn't really see a lot of, although Mike Hill has really done great with his Ford Explorer. There you see a 4-door, and then there's the cover we recently went over. But yeah, anytime you comment and you kind of maybe share this, you know, if you've got a chat going with the homies or club mates, definitely appreciate that. 2004 Best, 2004's Best, the 3rd Annual Mini Truckin Awards. Again, this is something under Lance's regime that Lance helped to grow the magazine. It's something that OLP does now, right, with our Best of Awards. So you have 2004 Mini Truck of the Year, the Show of the Year, the Club of the Year. And what you ended up having is everybody that contributed, as Lance mentioned earlier, they would get a chance to vote, and here's what you ended up with 04. So you had FarfromLuzen, for those that may not recall. You have Showfest. This makes 2 trophies for that show. So far, Mini Truckers, the nation over, can't seem to get enough. And Club of the Year, Pebble Pushers. So some of this stuff might be forgotten to a certain extent. Certainly not by the winners. But, you know, 20 years goes by and some people kind of go, yeah, you know, I don't remember. That's one reason why I do this, to go through the content and show you guys, hey, let's not forget the greats. Shout out to Pebble Pushers, great people. Severed Toy. Again, Jeff Strout, the 13th Severed truck to be featured on the cover. That red, though, you can see all of the other decals there. Severed Toy on the tag. Remember, they had to come up with a name oftentimes. I mean, nowadays, a lot of people are, we name our trucks. But if you think about back in the day, I mean, sure, some of the trucks were named, but not to the extent of today. And with Jeff's truck, you know, a lot of times we'd have those vanity plates. Severed Toy, that was a perfect name for this feature. Now, keep in mind, these are all in 4K, so you can always pause and bump up the resolution. A lot of times your YouTube is set to the, you know, to optimized, which mine is as well. But if you need to get, you know, more information, it's all here in 4K, hopefully. You can see everybody that's credited there. And get all this history out there. Now, many of you know the Mini Truckin Magazine is coming back, but we can't forget where we came from. ITB, Ohio, you know these guys. So Indy Truck Bash ended up being called ITB. Courtney wrote about that in Street Trucks. Here we see the famous Lenny Groover. Posted this Toyota not too long ago. The Street Trucks feature. And this was after it moved. I went 2 years in a row when it was in Indianapolis. Russ and I flew up there, and we were amazed at all of the awesome trucks. You know, so many finished trucks. And we had the video camera, we had the regular camera, and I've shared some of that, a good bit of it. After Sean Carlson, rest in peace, after he sold the 4Runner, that's where I got a chance to see it, up there. This is Andy Sergenis, I believe. I want to say his name right, and I'm hoping I am. But Andy's very active on Facebook. This Toyota, though, low mofo. Again, ties into the tag. Construction zone, good stuff. Here you have Pure Genius. This was Sean Folan and Morgan Kaiser. It's a little hard to read there because you can kind of see where it's kind of against, they laid it over the wall there. But very cool truck. You know, a truck that could easily come out today and compete and do the damn thing. Mazdas, though. Shout out to everybody that watches these videos all the way through. I've got a lot more in store. I'm trying to really ramp up for 2023, so let's see if we can do it. Let's see if I can do it. Steve Hodges, 01 Tacoma, S-Runner. Bryan, Mississippi, repping Acro. Super clean. Love the bed treatment. And Super Taco. Again, there's tons of Tacomas, the different names. They always blow my mind on how many cool names there are for the Tacomas. But as I've said before, I can't rattle those off like I can some of the other trucks. If you like what we're doing here, as I encourage many of you, please check out OLP. You can just type in OLP via any podcast app. Is that photo finally changed? Looks like it is. I've never knew when they stopped using that because I just felt like it was forever, which was cool, but it looks like it's gone. That photo I've been talking about. Welding 101, so Mike Alexander, Jason Woods. Got a chance to hang out with Jason. I think it was at Rezo when I went for the 10th. Shows, Turtles, and Life on the Road, dragging through. You can see sitting pretty right there. Shout out to Craig Braid and the entire crew that are back with another show this past August. Good people. I know they're going to be ready to ramp up for 2024. So you can see there where Sitting Pretty is listed. Here is Beyond Xtreme. And this is Robert Hallman. A little bit different font, different layout for the owner box or owner information. But super cool that they do that. It makes it a little bit easier to easily find. Cool perspective here. And you can see Justin Cross shot a few features for the mag. Something different, which was cool. Also Stepside. Tweed, graphics, hood, you name it. Some of these issues, I feel like they're a little quicker to go through as we kind of go on. It just is. January 05, of course, we're looking at right now. This was Christopher Panucci, 94. Super Cab, Ranger, Balancing Act. And if I mispronounce the name, my apologies. And you can see their Subculture logo on the back. We have Riding Around. So Riding Around in this issue so far looks like it's all, for the most part, color. That's not color. That is color, so we know that that ad was just in black and white. This is in black and white. The reason why I say that is, keep in mind, that's black and white. So, I mean, we're almost color, but believe it or not, we're not. So I need to keep an eye on that. I don't know if I've ever made a mental note of that in the past, but bottom line is 2005, we're technically not all color. I mean, but again, some of those ads may have been submitted in black and white. And then you can see here graffiti, Hardbody, an Isuzu Holden. You can see the Holden upside down, the Mazda outtake there with the little bike, and then the Chevy Love / Isuzu. Look at that Islo. And more ads. Fender Bender Inc. So what do you guys think of this issue? Issue 157, January 05. We started off a new year, so that means there's a new playlist. Shout out to Jeff Strout, all my Severed fam. What did I say earlier? I'm trying to remember here. The 18th cover, I think, with KMC wheels. If we count May 94, we need to go back and look and verify that those are KMCs. The 13th, lucky number 13 for Severed. Amanda Lee, though. Stay on the rise, everyone. Appreciate you. Subscribe. We got you.